probably my biggest hang up as to why I haven't started my podcast, or up until now, and I still haven't, let's be real,
Just because of
I don't want to just be an influencer. I don't want to just have a podcast. I'd like to be somebody, and then by consequence of me being providing value, it being on online form and public content would be just that much more beneficial to myself and other people.
Right.
Like, so to be the psychologist or the philosopher and have the degree, or be the teacher, be the professor, be the clinician, whatever it is, all that life experience and wisdom that comes along with having a career like that, right? Like, why did I want to go into hospice care? Like, working in hospice, being aware of death, like dealing with people who are getting their diapers changed, or don't have any family members coming to visit them, or their family members are coming to visit them and everybody's fighting. When you're around death and you're aware of death, like, the
Life
realness, life is
becomes,
so much more valuable and meaningful and real.
it's
I'm addicted to, like, feeling alive, like that real experience of living. Like when you have a deep, meaningful conversation that like really touches somewhere, where I got to know you a little bit more, or so many of the people I've been closest with, whether it's like past relationships, like intimate relationships, or friends, like the people I click with, like I don't know it going into it, but they always click with people who have like deep rooted trauma, whether, and often from abuse. Like I connect, like, and there's something more real, or people who are addicts and are drug addicts, or are a little bit more exciting and high energy or reckless, where they invite chaos into their life. I'm attracted. There's a certain, like, it's real. Like, nothing I hate more than like a kind, cordial conversation with my wife. Like, let's feel it. Let's be here. I have a hard time with just being nice, like, and plain and boring.
You ever heard the song "Good Parts" by Andy Grammer? Where it's a very emotional song. That's exactly what he talks about. He's like every relationship that's ever, like, you know what I mean, something that I ever loved started when someone said, "Tell me where it hurts. Show me where it hurts." Like, as in the things that are going to cause you the most.
Turmoil.
I guess it's not exactly what you're saying, because you're talking about excitement.
But it's not just excitement. It's real.
But it's
Even
what touch pain is the, I
scary,
think, the great.
scary and pain and
Yeah, but those are the things that touch on you most, uh, most intimately. Pain is the thing that talks about you most intimately. You're way quicker to share things you love with people than things you're vulnerable to.
yes. But I don't know. I don't know if that, for myself personally, I tend to like there's a certain, like, openness. Like, and there's
For
obviously,
sure,
it's like
me as well. But at the same time, if I were to there's a level that I would go to about pain that you haven't been willing to accept. That I'm saying, not saying you obviously exclusively in any way, but that you haven't accepted that if somebody were to really say, or you'd be jealous in a certain situation or whatever, it would be hard for you to talk about.
yeah. But I like that. I'd
You
like
would
to get there
welcome it
more.
for sure, of course. That's
Like,
that's
that's
the
why I go to
goal.
therapy. I want to go to therapy. I want, like, to step beyond where I'm comfortable talking about
Yeah,
things. Because
for
where I'm
sure.
comfortable talking about things, even if they're very uncomfortable conversations, something I was thinking about last night, right? Jordan Peterson has a rule: always tell the truth,
Or at least
or at
don't.
least don't lie. And
Yeah.
that "at least don't lie" is, thank God he put that caveat in there, and it's massive. And I kind of was watching Reel shorts, and it was him on a, like, some New Zealand Times interview, and this guy was an asshole, and like really, just really not a nice person, or not showing any grace or anything respect, like just trying to, like, in 35 minutes dig Jordan Peterson into the biggest hole he could possibly dig him into. And he's like, "So why are you angry?" And he's like, Jordan's like, "Right." He's like, "I'm not." He's like, "What?" He's like, "Are you angry right now?" He's like, "Right now, no." Right? And then he's like, "Okay, not right now, generally." And Jordan's like, pauses for a second. He's like, "Let me tell you this. I can tell you about my life. I live a life where every day, 10, 12 times a day, people come up to me with tears of joy, or extremely happy to see me, and tell me how much I've changed their life and influenced their life and helped their life. Does that sound like a life that would make you angry?" And I'm like, he just didn't lie. He didn't tell the truth. He is angry. And that was not an answer to the question. There's something that angers him, right? There's something that, like, he's angry. And maybe it's the fact that, and I love Jordan Peterson, and he has made a massive influence in my life. And this is not in any ways to take down from that, but like this, like, imagine being that person who every day someone came up to you, or 10 people came up to you and told you how much you've helped them get their life together, and how much they're back on a healthy relationship with their dad, or they're hitting the gym now, the room is orderly, they're taking care of themselves. They told you that every single day. and you are the one who provided them with that wisdom. But then when you look at yourself, you're still so fucking broken. You're so destroyed, and you can't, like, why can't I fix myself, right? And you have that question every single day, and that's kind of what I felt like that guy caught on in that interview. But like, it's those like, the reason I like to watch people have conversations is because it's those like those nuances, those like where they broke a little bit,